Hello folks, this is BestInSlot with the third and final of our looks at the brand new Claire's Sanctuary DLC dinosaurs. So far it's been a slightly mixed bag, some great models and colours, but maybe less so on the animations. Thankfully I think the Albertosaurus, our third dinosaur, is going to redeem things a little bit. Now, to unlock the Albertosaurus, just like the other two, you're going to want to complete the Claire's Sanctuary DLC campaign. It's just 7 missions or so. Then you want to go level up your entertainment rep on Isla Nublar. You only need a tiny little bit of rep to do this. It's very low down. This is not that difficult a dinosaur to unlock once you reach Isla Nublar. So let's go take a look at the guy first of all. Let's pop out an Albertosaurus. Fairly standard exit there. This is the thing that the Albertosaurus does a lot, this sniffing the floor animation. I don't think this is that common to the other carnivores, if at all. The Albertosaurus does it a lot. Like the other two new dinosaurs, it has this kind of tentative feel to it. I wonder if the idea was they've come from Claire's Sanctuary, right? And the idea is they were saved from Isla Nublar and all the destruction, so maybe they're just slightly more nervous than other dinosaurs would be. I think that's a fairly interesting concept. So, first of all, let's look at the Albertosaurus. Just like pause it right there. This is the first of the two skin patterns, the one we've already seen, of course, the default. This kind of military-esque, really nice colouring with these tepid blues and browns, coffee sort of creamy colours. The eyebrows are humongous. I think we've all kind of come to terms with that. They are massive, the eye ridges, absolutely huge. Probably a little bit too big, if we're honest. I do think they should be toned down a little. It's a little excessive, but from the front, I think it looks pretty cool. They just need to bring them down by an inch or so. I think they'd look a lot better, but it's still a great looking dinosaur. And it has some great animations as well. So let's just let it, I'll tell you what, let's give it some food first of all, because it has a new feeding animation. And it has a new drinking animation as well. And there it goes, sniffing away. What are you going to choose first, buddy? Food or water? Which way are we leaning? You're leaning towards water, right. Now this is an animation similar to some of the smaller carnivores, but is unique, I believe, amongst the large carnivores. So you see, it kind of sniffs the water again, tentative and a little bit nervous. Doesn't actually go straight away. Looks back up and then looks around, scouts the area before deciding to drink. Thinks about it and then just ducks his head in. And then even then, lifts up a little bit and he does this kind of sifting kind of animation. The other larger carnivores, what they do is they dunk their head in, they take a big swig, and then they're happy and they're done. The Albertosaurus, not so much. Kind of tentative, like head sort of horizontal and level with the water. It is a different animation. The eating animation is also slightly different. I did all my comparisons here with the Carnotaurus. They're very similar stat-wise. He kind of tilts his head to get in, and he bites and he bites and he bites. And then when he's eating, it's several chews to get it down. The other carnivores kind of pick up the piece and then like everything that the Albertosaurus does, there's a little bit of, not necessarily hesitation, but awkwardness and kind of, everything's a little bit more difficult, you know. The water takes several sips at the same level. The food takes a lot of nom, 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 nom. It's harder to do, you know. I think it's quite an interesting little animation set. It makes him stick out quite a lot. Considering his stats, we're going to talk about that in a second. Let's go show you. I'm just going to block him off. I'm going to show you the stats for the Albertosaurus. It's interesting because it is a high-quality dinosaur, this. If you look at the attack and defense, it's very similar to the Acrocanthosaurus. The rating, 198, is higher than all the medium carnivores. It's higher, not that much by the Carnotaurus, who was the champion of the mediums. It's higher than all the mediums. It's not far off the likes of the Caradontosaurus, 213. Right, we do also have a different goat kill animation, so let's pop a goat in here. Let's get rid of the water so he's not tempted to, you know, not die of thirst like a nerd. And let's check out our second skin as we go, the Tundra pattern. These are all default patterns, again, like last time. I just want to very quickly talk about that roar, because a lot of people were wondering, will the Albertosaurus have the JPOG screech? Now, that isn't a JPOG screech, but I tell you what, within the confines of Jurassic World Evolution within the confines of not trying to be so obnoxiously annoying like the JPOG variant was. That's pretty close. That is very high pitched, more like a screech than a roar. I think that's the best they could do without making it a very annoying dinosaur. I think that may be a shout out to the JPOG variant. If you don't know, the JPOG Albertosaurus screamed, basically. It was terrifying and really annoying, but kind of became a bit of a cult hit. So, again, with the snore flipping, the snore flipping. Oh god. Alright, let's see him kill a goat. Come on, buddy. Who's hungry? You're hungry. No, don't look that way. The goat isn't over there. The goat is over... No, no. Tell you what, this is my fault. Ah. We are seeing a slightly different pattern here. I do believe this is the second... Oh my god, I've just flown forward for some reason. I think you can see some quite... This pattern's much more all over. It's very sort of military kind of in design. This is more speckly. Kind of fades down much more from the top. There's a gradient and there's this extra layer of colour. I think both skins look really cool. But here it is, the brand new goat animation. So it approaches like usual. Kind of the same thing. Drops down like that. Whoop. Is that different? I thought that was different. It might be slightly different. I think there's a bit of a twist when it throws the goat up. It kind of swings it to the side a little bit more. The goat seems to go at more of an angle. That may be me misremembering. I will bring up a comparison again as per usual, and you guys can see the difference. I think it is slightly different, but I may have gone crazy. Right, let's check out the other skins. Next up, we have the Rainforest pattern, available by default this time, finally. The other two Rainforests have been challenge mode unlocks, not this time. So it doesn't always do the high-pitched scream. It seems to be a unique little thing it does. But this is the same patterning as the first one, as you can see. That more... I don't know what you'd call it. Just a wibbly-wobbly pattern. And I do have a slight problem with this that I'm going to bring up. And this is a persistent thing I've had with this DLC in general. The skin patterns don't match the skin patterns. How is that a Rainforest? Rainforest is blue in this game. That's what it is. It's blue. Why is it crimson and green? This could be like 4 other skins except Rainforest. It could not be Rainforest. And it is something I've noticed quite a lot in Claire's Sanctuary. It happens all the time. The only consideration it has to blue is the face. The lips, it's kind of got some blue lipstick going on there, I will admit. The snozzle, the mouth area is a little bit blue, but the rest of it just isn't, so it's a little strange. It's a very cool skin, don't get me wrong. And the head does have some blue in it, which I guess is why. At this point, it feels like they've given up on the matching the skins with the right thing. But anyways, there's only 4 default skin patterns for the Albertosaurus. The other 2 are both challenge mode unlocks. So this is the last one you're going to get without challenge mode right here. We're on to the alternate pattern this time. Very nice, I like that one. I like all of them. You see 3 roars we've had now. We've only had the scream once. Straight down onto the ground. Yeah, some nice colouring. It does have that slightly... It's lacking a little bit in texture, you might say. You know, it has that slight rubbery feel sometimes on the main body. One thing I really like about this is, A, the way the eyebrows, as we're going to call them, have a completely different sort of colouring that stands out a little bit. It's a lot like the hadrosaurs in the game that have the bright head crests and stuff like that. It's really interesting to see that on a carnivore. And also one thing I really like is just the slight prominence on the spine. You can just see here the little ridges that were quite hard to see before, but it just add a little extra dimension. I think it's a great looking dinosaur, I really do. And this alternate pattern's got these really cool sort of markings underneath the eye as well. Kind of look like bags, admittedly, like he's a little bit tired, but that's okay, everyone's a little bit tired. The next 2 skins I'm going to show you, folks, are unlocked via challenge mode. The Alpine skin, you have to complete Sanctuary Island challenge mode on normal difficulty. So back to our standard patterning. A little bit of that high-pitched shriek in there. It was never going to be like JPOG, but yeah, not bad, not bad. Default patterning. A little bit of sort of grey sort of colouring around here, around the head. They all have lipstick on for some reason. I really like the dinosaur. I think it's a great looking dinosaur with really colourful skins without going over the top. You look there, it looks quite natural, but very colourful at the same time. It's a very interesting looking dinosaur. We have one more skin to show you, folks, and then we're going to do some kills and such. This is the jungle pattern. This is the harder one to get. To get the jungle pattern, you're going to want to complete Nublar North on Jurassic mode. So this is the final Jurassic mode skin we're going to look at today, and I've never seen it before, so let's take a look. The other 2 have been pretty good, so little bit of a scream, a little bit of a scream. So I want to bring up this point that I've just made once again. So this is a really nice looking skin, right? It looks great. The greens are really bright and vibrant. It's got the fading down to the... It doesn't stick... It's very bright, but at the same time, it kind of, you know, fades out into this darkness, sort of dark areas at the back. So it doesn't... It's not too bright. It doesn't stick out too much. It reminds me a lot of the Gigas. No, it reminds me a lot of the Acrocanthosaurus, which is very, very bright all over. I think this is a slightly toned down version of the same thing. I would like to point out that this is the jungle variant, which is crimson in this game. Crimson and jungle are, that's, you know, what jungle is. And once again, it is green. I don't really know what's going on here. It's a little bit odd, but there we go. Well, looks great. Looks really good. Just doesn't match the skin, but that's okay. So we're going to block this guy off and we are going to see some combat. This is the only part of this video I have not tested already. Okay, I want to see if it's got a unique kill animation. We've all seen the large carnivore kill animation in this game. It's the same one every time where they kind of bite and then they jump to the side and they lurch forward. I want to see if we're going to get something a little bit different by pitting it against a soft, squishy little Ceratosaurus. So back to our default skin, which even the default one looks really, really good. Did I mishear the scream before? Was it screamier than was it less screamy than I remember? Okay. Let's see how the combat looks. And then we're going to see the human kill, which I really like. Not quite low health yet. Low health, but not low enough. You're looking for that 1%. It's a very quick dive forward. It looks new to me. I may be misremembering. This is the bit we're interested in. Is it new? Is it new? Unfortunately not. One day I won't have to sit through that animation anymore. But it's not today, unfortunately. Right, let's have a look at the human kill. That's what we're all here to see in reality. Some delicious humans being delicious. No, let's go that way. You bard. Tell you what, let's just block them off there. Block them off there. There we go, right. So we're going to do, folks, we're going to do capture mode. We're going to put on a lovely letterbox. We're going to do full time for this one. Yeah. Okay, who's he going to choose? Who's he choosing? It's one of these guys. Oh, it's this guy. Right, watch this. This is very cool. Guy falls over. Sniffs him. Pushes him back in the head, stands on his leg, and then, oh god, we'll have to see that again. That was a little bit close. But I really like, again, sniffing and testing and judging a little bit. The other carnivores basically go, and just drag him up, and he doesn't even fall over when fighting against, like, the other, most of the other larger carnivores. Let's see it again. Let's see it again. A little bit further out this time. It's the two bites as well. Stands on their legs so they can't move, bites and like knocks them forward and then rips them up again. It's very cool. It's brand new. It's unique to the Albertosaurus, like a lot of the animations are. It's not spectacularly unique in the way, say, the Acrocanthosaurus was, and I do think across this DLC, all three dinosaurs feel not up to the standard of the carnivore dinosaur pack, but higher standard than, say, the Cretaceous dinosaur pack, which had two dinosaurs with zero new animations whatsoever. There's at least more effort in this. I think the skins are better in general. I think the models are better. There's no Carcharodontosaurus in here, a dinosaur that I never want to use. You know, we've got three great-looking dinosaurs. I love this kill. I really do. To the point that I want to just tell you what, let's watch it in slow motion, shall we? Let's letterbox it up and watch it in slow motion. Okay, let me get nice and close. Okay, you ready? Falls over. Starts to crawl away. Turns around to face his fate. Albertosaurus is going to lean in and sniff. Can actually hear it. Nudges him down, pushes him over with the front, steps on his right leg. He goes to move, he pulls him away from that, and then... and down he goes. Oh, takes two though, takes two. Very cool, I think you'll all agree. Right, folks, you may well spot some new animations here. There may be little tweaks in here, little things that you guys spot that I don't. I have been awake for a very long time recording videos for today. So, if you do, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. The Albertosaurus, thanks to its great animations and great skins, has become my favourite of the 3 new dinosaurs, and Euoplocephalus, which was my favourite, is in 3rd. This shows the power of the skins. We had the same thing with the Herrerasaurus in the Carnivore Dinosaur Pack. I love the default Herrerasaurus, but the skins were a little disappointing, and it fell down the ranking for me a little bit. Still, some very cool dinosaurs. I hope you've enjoyed these little previews. If you have, please be hitting the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and we will have loads more Jurassic World Evolution coming today. I have about 8 videos planned, ladies and gentlemen. Everything you want to know about the Claire's Sanctuary DLC and 1.8 update, you'll be able to find out today, right here on the channel. We're going to look at the terrain tools, we're going to look at the truck tour, we're going to look at the paleobotany, we're going to look at all of that right here. Until then, thank you very much for joining me. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye. Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help support me a little bit more, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. There's a link in the description down below. Every little really does help in times like these, but it's not at all expected, and by just watching the video you've already helped me out massively, and it makes you a pretty cool person, so well done you. Thanks for joining me either way, I'll see you next time.